Hi, welcome to Best Friends Summertime. Oh, 4th of July is coming up. I hope that you're planning to watch this and have all sorts of places where your animals are going to hang out, where there are no fireworks and it's cool and comfy and they can just be chilling all day long. And then the week after that. And maybe even longer than that. You know how fireworks in the Northwest last. We like them so much that they start a week before and they just keep going, it seems like. So for animals that are hyper sound sensitive, please make sure you've got serious ID on them. They're not gonna tell us where they live. All they'll tell us is, oh, we are so glad to be away from those loud flashes and bangs and things that make us nuts. So with that said, I hope you're planning to have a wonderful, safe summer. And does this give you a hint about our first animal? I bet it does. Last time we started with a bunny and we thought maybe that we would continue the tradition. This one is a lop. You can tell that because the ears, you know, don't stand up unless I help them, which is always fun. He normally has a really good appetite, but he's a little camera shy and doesn't really want to eat his lettuce leaf. An absolutely adorable pet. Would make a terrific indoor pet. I'm not sure I would want a little guy like this outside in a hutch. There are just too many things that can happen to them outside. They are, after all, food chain. And nature can be not a very pleasant lady. Yes, what a sweet baby. This is a beautiful Lilac Point Siamese. She is an elder at 9 years old. Of course, cats can live easily to be 18, 19, 20. So that's not as bad as you might think. People normally gauge pet ages by dogs, and cats and dogs, you may have noticed, are totally different species and have no relationship. Other than that, they both tend to live with people. This one is going to have to be an only cat in the household. She's not fond of other cats. She doesn't like dogs. And she will choose your TV channels, yes. She will, however, help you run your household to her standard of approval, which is quite high, might I add. Doubt seriously that she'll run the vacuum cleaner either, but she'll certainly take care of your spare time, right? Yes. What a pretty girl. She likes catnip. It's always a good thing. It's reassuring. Something unnatural about a cat that doesn't like catnip. This beautiful brown tabby has raised 2 litters or 3 for us. She's been with us since January, and of course only one of the litter was really hers. She is a super mom. We love her, and I think that any family that adopts her will love her too. She gets along with everybody, cats, dogs, humans. Needs to be an indoor kitty because she has no fear of dogs, and that will get a cat in serious trouble. I think she's just one of those incredible brown tabbies that you could push around in a baby buggy and she'd be fine with it. Oh, and now she's going to help us out with the rat who is eating the leftover lettuce leaf from the bunny. She is already spayed. We had that done for her. This is a beautiful, sleek, just shiny black female kitty. Very short hair length. She is fine with other cats. She will eat dogs. I mean, seriously. She is Dogbane. She is a personality that is just as vivid as her coat is black, and is going to be one of those family pets that is a very strong presence in the family. She's not going to be a shy, shrinking little violet wherever she goes. She is just a magnificent example of cat. And when you pet her and she's really happy, she drools. She's kind of nice, unless your cat sleeps with you, because their pillow gets sort of wet. I guess you can make special arrangements and make sure the kitty has an extra pillow of their own. But, ew. Oh, she seriously loves catnip, too. That fresh stuff is really good, huh? We grow catnip along the side of the shelter so that we always have an ample supply. This is one of the 109 kittens that we have right now. We also have an additional 60 cats for 169 cats. Now, not all of those are in the shelter. About half the kittens are currently in foster care because, as I've said before, we would be drowning in kitties. We are anyway. This one is a little male and about 4 months old, and he is an absolute delight. He came in with fleas and ear mites and all of those other icky parasites, and he purred the entire time they were being evicted, and he's still purring. He's purring right now. He's also checking out the rat at the other end of the counter, and I think this little guy would probably be an excellent mouser when he grows up. Of course, right now the rat's nearly as big as he is, so it's not a good match. Isn't he cute? And just very attentive. You don't want that rat anyway. That's a nice rat. That's one of our Rex rats. Just a handsome, personable fellow. You wouldn't want to eat him, now would you? No. He's thinking, yes, maybe I would. This is a really big boy. He's a flame point snowshoe, which is a type of, people call them Siamese markings. We call them color point. The deal is, this guy came in a solid matte. He was like wearing an oven mitt. It was not a good situation, so he went to the vet, and they had to actually put him under anesthesia to get all of the mats off because they were so close to his body and were pulling every time he moved. They were restricting any movement. He is the nicest cat. And how he could have come to that terrible state, I do not know. His fur does have that kind of texture that will tangle and mat if he's not brushed, but it's such a minimal process to keep a cat in good condition that it's hard to understand. He has an absolutely amazing personality, and he is a beautiful, beautiful boy. And like I said, he's just a big kitty. See his beautiful fluffy tail? That's what all of him looked like. Yes. And he is so calm. He's just purring away right now. And see the wonderful blue eyes? That's always your key to knowing that something is a color point, because typically, now I have seen other color patterns with blue eyes, but only once in many, many years of handling cats. But all of the color points have blue eyes, and often you'll find pure white cats with either blue eyes or one blue and one green eye. I don't think he even wants to get up. He would be perfectly happy to lie here for the rest of the show. And I would be perfectly happy to hold you for the rest of the show. Yes, you are just wonderful. We have more cats. We have a lot more cats. So if you're looking for a cat, please come see us. We could do with a few fewer cats. But right now, we're going to go to the dog get acquainted area so you can meet some of our terrific dogs. Adoptions have been really good lately. So there aren't going to be many of them, but the ones that we have are definitely worth looking at. Stay with us.
Can I see your license? Even your best friend needs a license. Okay, let's get you home.
This is Ginger. Ginger is a Bordeaux. You've heard of dog-did Bordeaux. It's a Mastiff type, but Ginger is mixed with something else besides Bordeaux. Not quite sure what. She's naturally very shy and has been in foster care for the purpose basically of socialization, because dogs need new experiences, and it's hard for us to give it to them here in the shelter environment without doing something that they consider really scary. And so in foster care, she's developed quite a bit of confidence and willingness to experience new situations, which is a very good thing for Ginger. She is a sweet girl, but she is all puppy, and she's very big puppy. So definitely training is in her future, and whoever adopts her, yes. With a Mastiff type, you're going to want a secure fenced yard. It's because you have to think through this. If this is going to be a big dog with a big scary bark, people are going to have some concerns about her. And running loose is just as good as handing her your checkbook and saying, well, just go spend everything I've got, because legally, anything that she did would be your fault. Right? I know. Oh, it's hard to be a puppy, isn't it? She doesn't have much judgment because everything she has is both immature and dog. Yeah. But training is going to help correct that, and getting to know the dog and getting to know where she is in terms of her social abilities is going to be really important. You know, we talked before about 4th of July, and a dog who is shy like this and also sensitive to loud, sharp noises is particularly vulnerable if you're going to take them into a public place, because a dog that's very startled and doesn't have the kinds of socialization skills they need to manage that will panic. And a panicked dog in a public place is not a pretty picture. So sometimes it's best to plan for these things and, yeah, prepare for the worst. That way you get the best. This is Buddy. Buddy's 4 years old, about. Buddy's a tennis ball freak. As long as he has his tennis ball, he's a happy camper. Uh-oh. We have, I don't know why, but all of a sudden, while we don't have Bostons all that often, we had quite a few. Not all of them were available for adoption, but Buddy definitely is. He has a lot of personality. I'm not sure whether we have any neurons to rub together between these ears, but where a ball is concerned, he will do almost anything. So, if you're interested in training a circus dog, Buddy would do that for you. You are so funny. Yes, you are. And he has the typical Boston smushy face, so breathing is interesting too. And when he has a ball in his mouth, it's kind of mushy, you know. It's he snorkels, is what he does. He's cute as a button. He's little, and while lots of people think that small dogs make good apartment dogs, and I won't deny that. They definitely will, particularly this little short-haired variety. He has an enormous need, yes, lovely, for exercise and a very high energy level. And you have to be comfortable with living with tennis balls, yes, because Buddy has to have tennis balls. Don't you? Yeah. Yes, that's his life. His teeth are even worn down to nubbins from chewing on his tennis ball. Yum. This is Suki. Suki is a beautiful Akita. She is spayed, I believe. Or, no, she's not spayed. She has been a beloved pet. She lived with 2 small dogs, and like many of us, our owners are going through issues, and they could not keep Suki. Suki, while she is great with dogs, is not at all great with cats, and so she does need a securely fenced yard, or she will chase down and take out cats. Which is not a good behavior at all in a neighborhood, but it is something that you would expect of an Akita. So that's something that we're looking for in a home, is one that will protect her from getting into trouble for doing something like that, and for goodness sake, protecting the neighborhood cats as well, because they certainly don't deserve to have something like Suki descend upon them. She is a very strong dog, like most Akitas. I rather imagine, knowing her, that she will bond very tightly with her humans and be very protective of them. That's just almost the DNA for Akita. She is extremely intelligent. I know that she would train beautifully, and you can't dismiss how regal this dog is. When she came to us, she was very frightened and shy. She has recovered beautifully, and although there are some rescue groups for Akitas, all of them at this point seem to be full. So we're perfectly comfortable offering her for public adoption, but what we would like is a home that has gone to the trouble to research this breed so that they know what they're getting when they get her. And if you do research that, you'll know that this is a gift beyond price. She is an absolutely amazing dog. Yes, you are. You're very pretty. What a great coat you've got, too. You're very snuggly. This is a pug. We just have an excess of smushy-faced dogs today. The pugs have the same breathing problem that the Bostons do. That comes of having a very shortened nose. She is cute as a button. Again, very high energy, even though she's quite small. She's only about a year old, still a puppy. And she does have a lovely coat, easy to manage indoors. You have to plan to make sure that she gets all of the exercise she needs, or she turns into a little tornado, and that's not a thing in a household. See what I mean? Pugs are a very interesting breed anyway. But they're a lot of fun, and they can definitely make you laugh. I mean, how in the world could you look at a face like this without smiling? It's just not possible. You know, Men in Black notwithstanding, I don't think that they do respond well to training. Their intelligence level is nothing like a border collie, so they're pretty easy to get along with, but they do have a huge need for vigorous exercise. So that's something you want to make sure happens. Other than that, they do make good apartment dogs. And as they grow a little older, they do calm down a little bit. Oh yes, there's that too. Cute as a button. Cute as a pug. That's it for this session of Best Friends. Thanks so much for sticking with us. And please come down to the shelter. Come visit with our animals. We have rabbits, we have cats, we have rats, we have dogs, we have birds. Yes, we do. Our hours are 9:30 to 5:30, Tuesday through Friday, and 9:30 to 4 o'clock on Saturdays. So we are closed Sunday and Monday, but we do hope to see you here at 3120 Martin Way. Hug everybody in your family that's got 4 feet or wings.